Hi again. I just wanted to do a voiceover for this video because at first look it may seem like not much is going on. I think the training of young horses, when it is done very well, seems like not much is going on. Here I'm preparing this mare to ride. She is 3 years old. She's my personal mare. And I want her to understand things like coming to the mounting block and it being a place to be comfortable with me being taller than she is, above her head, above and behind her head, over her back, touching her all over from a higher position. And overall, I want her to start to think of the mounting block as the break room, that at the end of her workout, the least amount of work happens at the mounting block. The least amount of work happens when I'm on her. That's the seed I want to plant for later in her life, that being ridden is pleasant. There's nothing unpleasant about it from the beginning. Now, of course, later, when I ask her for more things, she may say that learning these things is unpleasant, and that's fair enough. But for now, I want her sessions in school, these early sessions in school, to be as pleasant as possible and as clear as possible. So I'm asking her to come close to the mounting block and then putting some weight over her withers. That's the place where she can bear it the best. If she moves quickly, I can simply slide off because I'm keeping more weight on my feet side, as it were. And I want her to know that I'm not sticking to her forever. If a horse feels trapped, that's a very bad feeling for them. So I want her to realize that my being near her, on her, is temporary for now. And because this is educational and not vanity on my part, we get to see my bum. So attractive. But I want you to see the process as it goes. So from that position, the next position I will move to is what I call the flypaper position. From here, I can still get off quickly, but I can breathe a lot better because my belly isn't over her withers. So I can stay here longer while I can slide off easy. Usually I don't do this with a bareback pad because they're dealing with two things, a cinch and me. So I wanted to do some of this, but it could be seen as poor planning on my part, or being impetuous, wanting to work on this a bit. But knowing this, I said, well, that's good enough. Another day when I can work on this without that, I get to my classic flypaper position, and then I swing a leg over. I can still swing off pretty easily because my weight more to the left side. Of course, I go to reach in my pocket for that delicious tidbit of cookie, which I forgot to bring, so I will gather up all the crumbs I have and offer them to her as a peace offering. Here you go. Oh, thanks a lot, lady. That's just great. So today, I want her to be aware of both of my legs, be aware of my hands and their movement. Not much really needs to happen today. I just want her to feel confident that the person in this very odd position is really not a problem. It's not permanent. It's not a trap. In fact, it can be pleasant. I like the fact that she's very curious and quite confident. Because it was windy and she came out really upset that day because of the wind, I was really pleased that she came to this point at the end of her time and felt ready for this. So I was very happy about this. And because of everything that had happened before on that day, I'm like, I'm just going to plant this seed, give lots of scratches, lots of attention, not hide up here. I don't want to hide, but nor do I want to be an ogre up there either, slapping and crashing around. I want her first impressions to be positive ones, and I want to keep them as positive as possible for as long as possible, hopefully for the rest of her life. So I hope that makes things a little bit more clear about how I gentle horses for sitting upon, and then swing off and say, what a good girl.